morning, good afternoon, and good evening, Los Santos. I'm James Knight with what you need to know this week. Is there a serial killer on the loose in your neighborhood? Reports from the LSPD and our own investigators have come in recently detailing the apparent horror unfolding in our great city. Bahama Mamas, often a place known for its cavalier attitude towards clothing, was the scene of a horrific set of events recently. In pictures captured by our investigators, it can be seen the truly grotesque and abhorrent lack of concern for human life. Workers at the establishment were quickly evacuated. However, it is believed multiple people still lost their lives in what has been determined a mass killing event. The uncensored photos depict blood and other things, which clearly show the depths someone has gone to instill fear into our communities. We will have more on these events later in the broadcast. Do you like your burgers charred to perfection? Burger Shot, beloved by many, has fallen victim once again to arson. Is there someone with a grudge against Burger Shot's juicy flame broiled patties? Weazel News will be following the case. Weazel News is brought to you by Trojan Armor. Stay strapped or get clapped. Have you seen this dog lately? Gordon the dog, beloved by many and adopted by all, has not been seen in the Blaine County area for quite some time.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Mary. I'm just chilling here. I'm sitting and I'm thinking, where's Gordon? Have you seen Gordon? I haven't seen him. If you do see him, please feel free to reach out to me.
Spring is in the air and the clocks have sprung forward. Car accidents are up 312%. Armed robberies are down 0.06%. And drunken lunatics jumping off the Del Perro Pier has doubled to an all-time high of, 2. Now with your sports and entertainment, here's Weed Jesus.
Thanks, James. See, there doesn't really seem to be any sports or entertainment this week. However, make sure to check out all great content now streaming on the Weazel Network. Episode 2 of Love Island premieres on Wednesday, and don't forget about shows like Ride Along, Cannabis Corner, and LS Cribs. More episodes and new shows coming, so make sure you're subscribed to stay up to date with all the latest and greatest entertainment and news here on the Weazel Network.
Trixie Coulee is on vacation. Here's your upcoming weather forecast with Pops.
Hello, everybody. It's me, Pops, telling you about the weather. It's been a while since I talked to you young kids, but here I am since that lovely young Trixie Coulee is on vacation. Told to tell me that I need to talk about what it's going to be like. It's going to be sunny and hot, followed by periods of sunny and hot, and then finally rounding off the week with a bit of sunny and hot weather. It is Los Santos after all. It's always nice, which I like. What was that? Huh? Oh, all right, well, anyway, back to you in the stereo, James.
The federal government recently stepped in to raise the rate of universal basic income, which is provided to all residents of San Andreas. With it nearly tripling over the old rate of $125, citizens can now expect $420 per check to help them with the rising costs of basic needs like parking, ammo, and food. Government housing in the state remains free of charge to all who need it. We spent the night driving around the state, sponsored by Trojan Armor, to see what you, the citizens of San Andreas, think of the raise.
Yeah, bro, I love it. I'm making decent money. You know what I mean? It makes it so that I don't have to worry about like going out there and like doing some trucking for a couple hours every day or whatever. Instead, I can afford to eat and all that without having to
Make you feel real
worry. So it's great.
As an LEO of the Los Santos Police Department, I find the paycheck to be fantastic. It really helps stimulate the economy. The car sales have really been picking up here recently because everyone's not going to be broke and they feel like they can afford things. I think it's great. That's my personal opinion on it.
Well, I got to say, it's fucking great. You know what? I enjoy it. The government's finally coming through with us. We've been paying taxes our whole lives. At least give us an extra penny.
Well, personally, I am more worried about what the backlash will be when people realize that this might not be the best option. We've seen backlash before of how the oil prices has increased and everyone then started complaining.
Oh, I mean, everything in the city seems to be, price going up. This happens. They started charging more taxes, and the government stimulus never went
Come back over to me.
offset anything, and it was hard for some of us that don't have an actual day job somewhere that's still just trying to get by, and
Come back over to me.
this increase definitely helps.
I think it's horseshit. I think they keep giving these government workers raises, and I think it's all part of a massive conspiracy.
You got it. Cool.
All right. Well, if they, I mean, the paycheck it's better than the last one. Definitely about time. But if they drop the taxes a little, I think it'd help a little more. With people with money.
I guess in the past couple of days I made $9,000, so that's kind of nice. That means I can get me some food or something,
It's really nice, getting paid a little more than before. Finally afford to fucking pay for food and not be fucking broke. So it's really nice. It's really great. I like it.
I think it's awesome, man. We weren't getting much earlier, and ATM fees are kind of doing us dirty, and I definitely think it's a lot better for the city. Things might be a little bit better to afford now, although we'll see if inflation comes with that.
Around your hand or something, you know what I'm saying? We can make it happen. So
If you give me $1 million,
big
then I'll
corpo,
trust you.
nothing but fucking trouble brings in nothing but problems to this city, right? The fucking taxes are gonna go through the goddamn roof. Everyone's gonna feel the fucking pressure. Everyone's gonna feel the pain.
And it was at 125 for how long?
The Department of Justice is hiring. If you have an interest in law enforcement, court proceedings, or justice, apply today with the DOJ. With the recent surge in murders, the LSP suspects a serial killer may be at large in the city. They gave a press conference to help alleviate concerns from locals.
Okay, so welcome to a press conference here at VPD with the LSPD and the detective unit. We have some severe important information that we want to address here today based on work from our detective and forensic department. In this case, we have had forensic tech Mr. Swamp and the forensic tech Diaz and Bacon working tirelessly in a couple of days in order to put together the info. But now we need the help of the people in order to close this. So, Mr. Swamp, if you wouldn't mind to let the people know what we're dealing with here.
Sure thing. Thank you, Lieutenant. Good evening. The Los Santos Police Department is seeking the public's assistance with our ongoing investigation. There have been a string of recent murders throughout the city that we believe are connected. If anyone has any information regarding any suspicious packages, individuals acting in erratic or potentially deranged ways, or any information about individuals who may be involved, we encourage you to reach out to our tip line where a detective will be in contact. Any tips that lead to an arrest may be compensated with a cash reward. We would also like to take this time to caution the public regarding their own safety. We believe these murders have happened to individuals who were unaware of their surroundings and make themselves easy targets for our suspect. Be aware of your surroundings and be ready to defend yourself at all times. We have reason to suspect that all of these murders are connected, and we are pursuing a lone suspect. We have not yet established a pattern yet. These.
If I might add, what we have seen is basically that it can be at different types, because the killer seems to just leave his victims and then they might be found by other bystanders. But we have had killings that in what do you call it, like it looks like it might be at like daytime and at nighttime. So it can be anything.
Really, the rule here is going to be, if you see something, say something. If you see anything suspicious that you believe may be connected to this, we encourage you to submit it to our tip line.
It looked like it was a random pattern in the start, but it has been, unfortunately, it seems like it has a little bit, it leans more and more over to several females rather than males that we have found dead. It looks like this person are doing this based on some twisted things in his head. It's not a normal just stab someone, run away kind of scene. This here seems to be some kind of pleasure for the individual, and yeah, it's been at least I don't know if I want to go up my number, but over half of the victims has been females. It also seemed that he likes hands.
I would like to state very briefly that we are looking for a representative from Redwood to reach out to our tip line as well, because we have questions for that business.
And we're also going to continue to contact business owners and people that by their job is usually around in areas where these crimes have happened. So if any workers or anyone is contacted by our detective department, please don't think that you're a suspect. It's mainly just for us to be able to pick your brain and see what you saw, if you might have been in the area. So, and as we said, this is all to gather information that we have failed to get so far. So we need the help of the people to kind of figure out what they have seen, so we can decide what's a natural and natural.
That's it for another episode. Stay safe out there. From all of us here at Weazel News, thanks for watching.
Do you know where Gordon is?